Hairspray this past summer when unfortunately Jay Rizzo was out of the show. Watching Andy talk rehearse the role in like 2 days, I think we had to learn that part, and go on stage for one of our preview shows. I learned so much from watching him, and it was really magical watching everybody embrace him, and also to do a show like that where we didn't know what was going to happen, and I think that's one of my favorite theater
moments of going to see a theater show is when I first saw Studies in Motion at UBC. I didn't know what to expect. It was just a pre-booking I had at Douglas College. We went in, sat down, lights went out, lights came up, and this woman walked out stage completely naked. And all these lights, all these different moving pieces completely blew me away. I never knew that theater could be like that instead of your typical stand and deliver. It was a fascinating show. I was inspired, not because of the new thing, but because of the new show. Just keep growing and keep learning new things. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Hooray!
I was at school at Capilano. Our third year show was Cinderella. And this one day, it was during a matinee, and there were all these kids in the audience and everything. And our orchestra was in this room at the back. It was our stage room for all the props and all that. And we weren't able to use the pit, so that's where the orchestra was. And it was connected through these digital wires up to the booth and all this complicated stuff. And one day we're in the show on stage. We're doing a lovely night, and the sound cuts out. So us on stage, we can't hear any of the music. We have no idea what's happening, and me and my friend Erica just make these eyes each other, what do we do? So we kept going, and it just, we kept with the show, but it kept coming in and out, it kept coming out back and forth, and we were always on, and it was just really cool because it just goes to show that us as a company were really connected and that we were able to get through it. And at the end of the show, the huge finale, there's Ben Billett, who played the king. He was keeping us all together by like patting his back, giving back to the audience, and just showed that we really got through it as a company, and we were all connected and really supportive of each other, and we still got through the show without an orchestra, and it was one of the best shows I think that we ever did.
To the last big production number, and we did Rocky IV US Club, and as sometimes will happen, power went off in Granville Island.
Oh no.
All the power. So, and it's a very guitar-heavy show, but we were right into the final number, and all the lights go out, everything goes out, and we're singing a cappella, there's drums, and us, and so the ushers all grabbed their flashlights and were shining, but it was in that thing where all the cloud and weird lighting effects comes in, and so they had these flashlights. So we sang as loud as we could. We finished the show basically in the dark. Then the lights came back on after quite a long time after that. But the thing that we were proudest of was we finished our show, and the show that was going on in the waterfront had to stop. They had to stop because they couldn't continue. Theirs was a little longer, so they had to stop. Ours, we finished it.
One of my most memorable experiences was being in the company of cats, and we had a primarily deaf audience one day, and we had a group called A Show of Hands who would come in and learn the show, and they were complete in like tights and everything at the sides of the stage, signing the whole show. And at one point, one of the cast members was going to sign the beginning of his song. And then we all went out into the audience, so I suggested, why don't we all learn that sign? And so we all went out into the audience signing this thing, and everybody in the audience, this whole deaf audience, went nuts, and they were all doing like this. It was just overwhelming. And then when the woman who was playing Grisabella did her last thing, A New Day Has Begun, and stretches out her hand like this, the sign for sunrise was this. And the woman who was signing, I still get choked up thinking about it, the woman who was signing did this, and then mirrored the Grisabella like this. So they were both doing this. It was just chills. It was amazing. It was just one of those wonderful moments when the people on stage and the people in the audience just were one community, and it was a wonderful thing to experience.